Hello guys, welcome to Bright Future YouTube channel. My name is Nomsa Mashaba and today we'll be doing maths polynomial equations exercise 1. So before we can get into today's topic, please kindly subscribe, share, comment and like the video. Yeah guys, let's get into today's topic. Thank you. Okay guys, today we are doing mathematics polynomial equations exercise 1, solve for x. So our first question is x squared minus 49 is equal to 0. So this equation is quadratic equation because our highest power of our x is 2. So meaning it's quadratic equation. So from here, we are going to find the factors of our constant. That what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm trying to say we are going to find the two factors of our constant that when we multiply them together, they give us minus 49. And when we add them, they give us 0 because here we don't have a middle term. Yeah, so let's find our two factors. But first, we have to check 1 does go into 49. So for 1, when we times it by 49, gives us 49. But when we add them together, it doesn't give us 0. Then 2 doesn't go into 49. 3 doesn't go into 49. 4 doesn't go into 49. 5 doesn't go into 49. 6 doesn't go into 49. 7 doesn't go into 49. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 7 does go into 49. So let's check which number can we multiply by 7 and give us minus 7. So that number is 7. But then our 7s are positive. So meaning that one of our 7 should be negative and the other one should be positive. So yeah guys, negative 7 times 7 give us minus 49. Gives us minus 49. And then when we add them together, they give us 0. So negative 7 and 7 are our factors. So when we solve for x, we'll do this. X minus 7, x plus 7, it's equals to 0. Then we'll say x minus 7, it's equals to 0, or x plus 7, it's equals to 0. Then x, it's equals to 7, or x, it's equals to minus 7. Okay guys, let's continue to our question 2. Our question 2, we have 3x squared minus 75. It's equals to 0. So also this is a quadratic equation because our highest power of our x is 2. So here, what we are going to do, we are going to divide everything by our coefficient of our x squared. So we are going to say 3x squared divided by 3 minus 75 divided by 3 is equal to 0 divided by 3. And then this and this will cancel. We'll be left with x squared minus 75 divided by 3, it's 25. And it's equals to 0 divided by 3, it's 0. So we'll be left with this. So still, we have to find the factors of our constant that when we multiply them together, they give us minus 25. And then when we add them together, they give us 0 because we don't have a middle term here. So let's check. 1 goes into 25. And when we times it with 25, it gives us this 25. But then when you add these two, they don't give us 0. So 2 doesn't go into 25. 3 doesn't go into 25. 4 doesn't go into 25. 5 does go into 25. So which number that when we times it by 5 gives us minus 25? And then when we add it with that number, it gives us 0. So because our number here is positive, and then which means minus 5 will be that number. So meaning we'll be saying x plus 5, x minus 5 is equals to 0. Then we'll be saying x plus 5 is equals to 0, or x minus 5 is equals to 0. And then x is equals to negative 5, or x is equals to 5. Okay guys, let me take a clean sheet and let's do question 3. Our question 3, is x squared minus 2x minus 15 is equals to 0. So still, when we look at this equation, it's a quadratic equation because our highest power of x is 2. So meaning we have to find the factors of our constant that when we multiply them together, they give us negative 15. But when we add them together, they have to give us minus 2. This is what I meant when I say a middle term. Yeah, so let's get into it. 1 goes into 15, and when you multiply it by 15, it doesn't it gives you it will give you 15. But then when you add these two together, it will not give you minus 2. So 2 doesn't go into 15, 3 does go into 15. So which number that when we multiply it by 3, it gives us minus 15, and then when we add it by 3, it gives us minus 2. So for me, it's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It's 5. It's 5. But then our 15, it's negative. And these two are positive, which means it's minus 5. So then we'll be saying x plus 3 is equals to 0, or x minus 5 is equals to 0. So x is equals to minus 3, or x is equals to 5. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4, we have x squared plus 3x minus 28 is equals to 0. So still, this is a quadratic equation. The very same reasons that I gave for the first three questions. So still, again, we have to find what you call the factors of our constant, that when you multiply them together, they give us our minus 28, and when you add them together, they give us positive 3. So 1 does go into 28, but then when you multiply it by 28, yeah, it does give you 28. But then when you add them together, it doesn't give you positive 3. So 2 does go into 28. Which number that we can multiply it by 2 and gives us 28, and when we add it with 2 gives us positive 3. It's 14. But then it will not give us our middle term coefficient. So this won't do. It won't do. So 3 doesn't go into 28, and then 4 does go into 28. So which number that when we multiply it by 4 gives us minus 28, and when we add it and when we add it to 4 gives us positive 3. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, it's 7. It's 7. Okay, our middle term is positive, so meaning that our highest factor should take the sign of our middle term, which is the coefficient of x. So this should be positive, and this should be negative because our constant is negative 28. So when we write, we'll say x minus 4, x plus 7 is equals to 0. X minus 4 is equals to 0, or x plus 7 is equals to 0. So x is equals to 4, or x is equals to minus 7. Okay, let's go to question 5. Our question 5 is 2x squared minus 4x minus 10. It's equals to 0. Still, it's a quadratic equation, the very same reason I gave for the first 4. So we're gonna divide everything by the coefficient of our highest power. Yeah, our highest power, yeah. So which is 2x squared over 2 minus 4x over 2 minus 10 over 2, it's equals to 0 over 2. This and this cancels, then we're left with x squared minus 2x minus it's 5 here, then it's equals to 0. Then this is our equation that we have to work with. So same as our first 4 equations, we have to find the factors of our constant, that when we multiply them together they give us minus 5, and then when we add them together they give us our middle term, which is minus 2. Our middle term coefficient, something like that. Am I saying the right thing? Okay, whatever. Yeah, and then 1 goes into 5, and when you multiply it by 5 it does give you 5. But then the problem is when you add them, when you add these two together, it doesn't give you the middle term. So let's move on. 2 doesn't go into 5, 3 doesn't go into 5, and then 4 doesn't go into 5, 5 it does go into 5, and then we don't have a number that we can multiply it by. Okay, we can say 1, but still it will be same with the first one. This will be the same as this. So we are out of factors. So meaning this factorization method we are trying to use, it will not work, guys, for our question 5. Let me get a clean sheet and let us continue. Okay, guys, it will not work. Let's try solving by quadratic formula. Our quadratic formula, if you still can recall from our previous video, we said it's x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So here our a is equals to 1, and our b is equals to minus 2, and our c is equals to minus 5. So let's substitute these into our equation. Then we say x is equals to minus, open brackets, minus 2 plus or minus, hope you can see, plus or minus square root of, open brackets, minus 2 squared minus 4 into 1, and then our c is minus 5 over 2 into our a, which is 1. Then when you solve these, negative and negative is positive, so we have positive 2 plus and minus square root of minus 2 squared is 4, and then minus 4 times 1, it's 1, and then 4 times 1, it's 4, and then 4 times negative 5, it's going to be it's going to be, let me see, I think I made a mistake somewhere. Okay, guys, minus 2 squared, it's 4, and then we take our negative, we put it here, and then we say 4 times 1, it's 4, and then 4 times minus 5, it's minus 20, all over 2 times 1, it's 2. Let's simplify further. 2 plus or minus square root of 4 negative and negative will give us positive, so it's plus 20 all over 2. and then we'll be saying 2 plus or minus square root of 4 plus 20, it's 24. Sorry here, over 2. So when we use a calculator, x is equals to 3.45, or x is equals to minus, sorry guys, minus 1.45. Yeah, so meaning that our question 5 needed quadratic equation in order for it to be solved. So yeah, let's move on to our question 6. Question 6. Our question 6 is 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. So looking at this question, for me it's linear equation because our highest power of x, it's 1. It's 1 here. So we are going to solve this in a linear way. Yeah, I'm not sure if I used a right term, but yeah, let's try to solve it. We are going to say 3x is equals to, we take this positive, this positive 2 to the other side, and it becomes negative 2, and then we have to divide everything by 3 in order to get x. So we are going to say 3x over 3 is equals to minus 2 over 3. So this and this cancels, and x is equals to minus 2 over 3. So yeah, that's our question 6. Let's go to our question 7. Our question 7, it's 3x, it's equals to x plus 6. Okay, looking at this equation again is the same as question 6. It's linear equation because the highest power of our x is 1. So let's solve this in a linear way. So I'm just going to group the like terms together and add them or subtract them, whatever. But yeah, let's do it. 3x, then I'm going to take this x to this side, and it becomes minus x. It's equals to 6. So 3x minus x is equals to 2x. It's equals to 6. So I'm going to divide everything by 2 in order for me to get x. So it's going to be 2x over 2 is equals to 6 over 2. This and this cancel, x is equals to 3. Okay guys, I hope you understood today's exercise. Oh yeah, we'll be doing exercise number 2 next week. That will include completing the square and also cubic equations. Yeah, so next week we'll do those. And then yeah, if you haven't understood guys, please make sure to leave a comment on the comment section below. Thank you very much guys. That's it for today's video. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please kindly do so. Also share, like, and comment the video. Till we meet again guys, stay blessed.